My mom came up to visit me for a summer trip. We traveled from Humboldt to Portland and then to Seattle to see my sister and brother-in-law. This is a video showing some of the highlights. I hope you enjoy it. We're going to Fern Canyon.
Yes.
This is our first stop of the PNW trip. Passing the dusty ferns. We arrived in Fern Canyon and my mom pointed out a sign that she thought looked like a fish.
Oh, see, it's a fish. Driving.
What'd you think was the
driving
fish?
by really quickly, it looks like a whale, little whale.
Yeah, it does. We saw a cute doggo and walked through the canyon. Fun fact, some of Jurassic Park 2 was filmed in Fern Canyon. Maybe a mushroom?
It's hard.
There's another bug.
Oh, yeah.
We're smelling the sap.
It smells really good.
After we walked through the canyon by the stream, we went up the side and walked back through the forest. It's a very magical feeling to be surrounded by giant trees and so much life and history. Some of the fern's ancestry in the canyon traces back 325 million years. When we got out of the forest, we walked over to the beach. I skipped some rocks and then we ate some food on the sand and enjoyed the sunshine. We had some bean chips, Lara bars, and fruit on the sand.
Open the window?
Oh, look at the baby! There's another
Where?
fawn. There's another fawn. Do you see
I
it?
don't see it.
Look.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Oh, it's so cute.
After seeing those adorable deer, we went to a state park called Patrick's Point. It's right on the water and it has some amazing views. Shout out to KG for letting me use your state park's pass. The next day we drove to the Avenue of the Giants, which is a stretch of highway that has some cool stops along the way. I'm running a marathon there next year, so it was nice to check out the beautiful Redwoods and also to see the course that I'll be running on. Keep an eye out for marathon training videos.
She's okay. No, we love
Hi!
dogs. Oh, you got it? We love dogs, yeah.
Yeah. Hi, puppy! Wanna be in the video?
Don't encourage her, she'll follow you home.
Oh, okay. The next day, we drove up the coast to Portland. We were stopped by some road work on the 101, but hey, at least we stopped with an incredible view. As we were getting closer to Oregon, we saw a great sign on the side of the road.
Sweet cron.
We made it to Portland. We had a super yummy dinner at my mom's friend's place, and then we went to our hotel. I did a little workout before bed because I had those road trip legs and I wanted to move my body for a little bit. This is me the next morning waving hello. We went to a breakfast cafe called Nectar, and it took us over an hour for us to get our food because they were having waffle maker troubles, but they did give us free pastries and also fresh juices, which was very nice. Then we went to Washington Park and went for a little walk, and then we visited the rose gardens. After that, we began our drive to Seattle. For dinner, we checked out a vegan pizza place called Pie. The pizza was delicious and we had a flirty cashier. Also, that's my sister Morgan. Wow. That's what I said. When we got back, we played some Scrabble, listened to Wolfpack, and watched some bass cover videos. I had 3 glasses of water. Brian, aka Brain, won the game, and I also learned a new word. The word is ovoid, and it means something with an oval shape. To finish off an excellent evening, I showed my family Peanut Butter Baby after the 2-letter word UH was played. Dude, just like the Vine.
1 hour.
There's really funny remixes too.
Oh, oh my gosh.
The next day, we had a trip planned to go to Bainbridge Island. This is us walking from our car to the ferry.
Oh.
There were cars that went on the ferry. I just thought it was cool.
Oh, maybe it's right on the other side of it. Sorry. It's the one right on it. It's right there.
We went across the water to the island and then unloaded from the ferry. We had lunch and then went to a bookstore in town. Then we took a bus to a place called the Blowdell Gardens, which is a nature reserve on the island.
It's really good, but turn your head towards Brian so I can see just a little bit of your head.
There's a quote I saw on the Blowdell website that said, "Nature can do without man, but man cannot do without nature." I just thought that was pretty cool, and it was a really beautiful and bountiful garden. We got back to the ferry and headed back to Seattle. The skyline was super. Our metaphorical dogs were barking after all that walking, so we took it pretty easy for the rest of the evening. The next day was the 4th of July, so my mom and I went thrift shopping, aka the Great American Pastime. Just kidding, but we did go thrifting. After thrifting, we went and picked up Morgan and went for a hike. I didn't notice until editing the video, but Morgan is wearing red, white, and blue, so nice job coordinating, Morgan. Here she is in a tree.
But there's lots of wild.
When we got to the beach, Morgan and I had a friendly, sisterly competition of who can throw a rock the farthest. Round 2.
Let's do one of them. Not easy. Yeah.
We tied in rock throwing, but let me know in the comments who had better form. For our patriotic dinner, we had Impossible Burgers, crawn on the cob, and watermelon. The next day, we went to the Chihuly Glass Garden Museum and also to the Space Needle.
I think the hike we went on is like behind that little hill. Oh, really? Yeah. School's out, get in the net. Yeah, I'm fine.
My mom was a little spooked, but she did end up walking on the glass. We saw some great views at the top. After that excursion, we went to the Fremont Troll, and then we walked down to the water. I had an ice spitting contest with myself, and Morgan filmed it in slow motion. Then we saw a drawbridge, which was very exciting.
Now kiss.
The next day, I dropped my mom off at the airport and then drove to Portland. So I stopped in a town called Longview to use the bathroom, and I looked to see if there were any thrift stores nearby, and I went to two and I got a bunch of cute stuff, and now I'm gonna drive to Portland, so woo! On my drive to Portland, I heard Glass Animals' Heat Wave on the radio for the first time, and then I downloaded it and listened to it pretty much on repeat for the next day. When I got to Portland, I went to Powell's, which is a huge bookstore, and it was really cool. I just got some sushi and pineapple from Whole Foods, and now I'm gonna go to a park and eat it and also read start one of my new books. Kind of feel like I'm cosplaying the girl with the pearl earring. I got to the park and had my sushi and pineapple. It was very yummy. These are the books I got. You Are the Universe, which I thought looked cool and trippy, and then Games People Play, which is a book about human psychology that I've had on my reading list for a while. Thank you to my mom for visiting. Oh my gosh, I look so shiny. Okay, just rock it, I guess. Thank you so much to my mom for visiting, and thank you to Morgan and Brian for hanging out with us and touring Seattle together. That was really fun. And also thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope that you are having some fun summer activities or that you get to soon. Thanks again for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye.